was born March 24th, 1988 in Beaumont, Texas. I'm the middle of 3 children and was a very vibrant kid, always getting into trouble. I started dancing at the age of 4 and eventually became a pre-professional ballerina, spending 35 hours a week on the dance floor, and I absolutely loved it.
Ally was our kid who at 3 months old could always find something to get into. Her other siblings would sometimes gang up on her, so she learned early on how to take care of herself. She wasn't ever really sick. She had strep throat more than the other 2, but she was a normal, athletic kid.
I started college at Texas A&M Galveston, the fall of 2006. And soon after starting, I met a very tall, good-looking guy in the weight room. Mike, my now husband, invited me and my girlfriends to join the rowing team, and he was the captain. Ironically, it was at the rowing competition where I first fainted. I'd been sick with strep throat, but thought I was getting better. I was examined by my pediatrician, but while checking out, I fainted and ended up at Baylor St. Luke's, meeting with cardiologists at the Heart and Lung Transplant Center.
No one in our family had ever really been sick. So to be told in the spring of 2007 that our daughter had viral cardiomyopathy, a disease where the virus from her previous upper respiratory illness migrated to the heart muscles and started weakening them, was unbelievable.
Ally's heart just wasn't healthy. She went to school when she could, but her heart continued to weaken. In May of 2009, she received a HeartMate 2 left ventricular assist device, commonly called an LVAD. The first pump failed after about 2 months, and a second pump was put in. In early 2011, that device no longer supported her, and we were told she needed a heart transplant.
I received my first heart transplant February 8th, 2011, and it lasted 3.5 years before my body started to reject it. I received a second transplant November 15th, 2014, after spending 6 months in the hospital. That heart lasted 8.5 years. After rejection of my second heart, I spent another 254 days in the hospital waiting for my third heart transplant, which I received August 4th, 2023. What does it take to get through this type of situation? Well, God is number 1. I'm number 2. My husband Mike is number 3. We got married in 2010 before my first transplant, with my LVAD strategically under my dress. I tried to give my engagement ring back, but he said he would marry me on my deathbed no matter what. 15 years later, we are stronger than ever. And of course, I have to thank my mom, dad, sister, brother, grandparents, friends, and my doctors, especially Dr. Frazier, who is the only one to hold my heart in his hands.
He was undaunted. It's been an ordeal to have any operation, but to have an open heart surgery 5 different times and still be as perky and positive and courageous as she is unique. The family support and the support of organizations like Nora's Home is very fundamental to the success of transplants.
Because we live in Richmond, we did not have to stay at Nora's Home, but we spent literally hundreds of days in ICU waiting rooms, and we noticed how many people were from out of town. Some were here waiting for a transplant. Others were here to support them, all needing a place to stay. This is where Nora's Home comes in. It fills this enormous need for transplant families and patients.
We love contributing to Nora's Home in any way we can. People are amazed to hear Ally's transplant story, and they appreciate talking to Ronnie and me about our family's transplant journey.
I'm now 36 years old. I have a full-time job for the first time in my life, and I'm grateful for every moment. Thank you, Nora's Home, for everything you do for transplant patients like me and their families.